Alright, it's time for the crayon eating, diaper babies, brain dead titans. Yes, I'm talking about you if you're watching this. Yeah, I'm going to review your supers based on their sound design. I'm going to do a tier list out of all of them. I've done this with hunters and warlocks. Let's get right into it. I am really shocked how similar this sounds to Arc Strider. I think this one's definitely the weakest out of all the Arc supers. I'm pretty disappointed in the sound of the shoulder charge the most. Just seems a bit weak. Very lackluster. The slam is okay. Yet again, this super just feels like all the generic Arc stuff that we've had for years. Nothing too crazy, pretty basic. I'll put it in C. It's not bad, but it's okay. Thunder Crash is pretty cool. It has its own unique arc sounds, which is good. I really like the wind that you can hear when you're flying around, and that impact sound when you first take flight really gives you that Superman, Man of Steel flying vibes. It's pretty funny. Yeah, I don't really have anything to complain about with Thunder Crash. It's nice. I'll put it in A tier. I really like how you can hear the metallic clanging of the shield when you block and throw it. Something quite interesting is the timbre of shield is a lot higher pitch compared to the other Void supers. Void really has this dark feeling, even though it's a light subclass, it feels kind of gloomy and evil. Sentinel has a different feeling to it though. It's uplifting and warm, which plays into the whole idea of it being a subclass based on protection and hope. I know it's a bit corny, but that's how I see it. But yeah, it's cool that the idea of the subclass really works well with the sound design here. I like Shield a lot. I'm going to put it in A tier. Bubble is a really good example of that void humming sound that you hear in a lot of the other supers. But compared to Tether and Vortex Nova Bomb, it also has that protective warmth to it that Sentinel Shield has. Similar to Well, it's nothing flashy or over the top, but it doesn't really need to be. That being said, I wish activating the super sounded a bit more interesting. It'd be cool if activating the super deafened everything outside of the bubble, only for like a split second though. It's still really good though. I'll put it in B. Sorry for the background noise, I'm currently sitting next to my tumble dryer, so forgive me for that. Anyway, hammers. Oh my god. When Hammer's released in the Taken King, it has always had such a cool sound design. That heavy anvil slamming sound fits so perfectly. Hearing that alone really makes you feel powerful, and then being mixed with the simmering flames of solar energy really tops it all off. The only thing that would make this better is if you could be a dwarf. Anyways, Hammers is perfect. It's going in S tier. Beyblade is also really close to being perfect. Similar with Hammer of Soul, the anvil sound fits so well. Plus, having it be a lower pitch makes it even better. My only problem is when the hammer slams. It just sounds way weaker than it should. If they added a bit more ringing to the slams, similar to the super activation, it would be perfect. Also, the spinning attack sounds cool. Maybe just a bit more whooshing from the wind. I'll put it in A. After covering all three classes, it seems like the sound design team went so overboard for Warlock and forgot about Hunter and Titan. This definitely sounds better than Hunter's Super though. I love these little laser wub sounds here. There's also a lot of shattering and crystallized materials, which is something that Hunter lacked yet again. But still, I think there's a lot of wasted potential with Stasis. It's one of the coolest elements, but it just sounds lackluster. Maybe I'll do a redesign of these. I'll put it in C. Pretty average. I am not a fan of this one at all. When I analyze all of these, I listen to only the audio and try to picture what is going on. But with this, I really have no idea. Sure, it has that really nice squelchy strand sound, but I really can't differentiate anything in this super. It just sounds like strand attacks all glued together. The activation sound is cool, but if I heard just the activation sound, I would think it was Needlestorm. Yeah, I don't like this. Let's just put it at the bottom of D and leave it there forever. Alright, that's it. I've done every class, every super except for the ones from Final Shape. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more of these videos. I'm going to be covering more games in the future. Maybe some Terraria, maybe Marathon. Mortal Shell 2, I just picked that up. That's been pretty fun, so I might do a sound design video on that. But yeah, thanks for watching.